Hey guys, in part one of today's double header for Better Editor, we are going to be jumping into Premiere Pro and moving groups of clips or our entire timeline a whole lot easier. It can be a pain, but I'm about to show you 3 different ways that you can move everything a lot better. Okay, so in every edit that you do, there's going to come a time where you need to pick up the entire sequence and move it, or you're going to need to pick up a section of the edit and move it, or you're going to need to pick up a chunk of the edit and move it around so that you can edit on the left or right side of it and do whatever else you need to do. Well, I'm going to show you my 3 favorite ways of doing that. The first one is the simplest, and that's just to hit Control-A or Command-A if you're on a Mac. That's going to let you select your entire sequence and then drag it to wherever you want to. So that gives me a lot of space at the head that I can add slates or things like that. You get the picture. You can even move these things up and down on the layers. Cool. All right, let's undo that. So there comes a lot of times where you'll want to move a lot of the clips out of the way so that you can add some stuff before the clips. Well, in order to do that, there's a couple of good ways. So the second thing that I'm going to show you is using the Ripple Trim tool. Now, this is one of my favorite and most used tools. So I grab this thing. It's the yellow trim tool that'll pop up when you're hovering next to a clip. You click and then push, and it's going to move everything from that point that you clicked to the tail of the sequence all the way out of the way. Nice. Now the last tool that I'm going to show you is my newest tool in the arsenal that I added to my keyboard, honestly, earlier this year. It's pretty awesome. It's the Track Select Forward tool, and on the Better Editor keyboard, I have it as the letter T. So what this does, you'll see that my cursor becomes these 2 arrows. Now where I click, there's an invisible line that is drawn, and it selects every clip to the right side of that, so I can grab it and move it down the timeline. Now let's say I don't want to grab all of those clips. There's some that I don't want to mess with. So I'll undo that. I can select them all again. Now I can jump back to my selection tool, hit Shift, and deselect the clips that I don't want to move, say all of my music and these couple of sound effects. Then I can click and drag forward. Nice. All right. And the last little trick that comes along with the Track Select Forward tool is if you hold Shift before you click, it's going to select one video layer, like these flares that I have on video layer 6. It selects that one layer so that I can then grab that one layer and move it wherever I want to. Awesome. All right, if you thought this was helpful, please subscribe, and don't forget, this was part of a double header. So if you want to learn how to do these exact same tricks inside of DaVinci Resolve, check out the tutorial link in the description. Thanks, guys.